Hi guys, welcome to another video. Bikepacking trip today. Got about a 40-45 mile ride out to the other side of the Purbex over towards West Bay. Camping in a little lookout point over there. So should get some good sunset views if we make the sunset. But yeah, got about 45 miles to go. So let's get going. Enjoy. About 23 miles in now, got about another 20 to go. Just stopped off a cheeky ice cream, nearly done. Yeah. It is about 22 degrees at the minute, Sam, so real toasty, but just cruising along nicely. But I reckon a couple more hours, because the last bit is incredibly uphill getting up on the ridge to where we're staying, and then we're then set up camp, hopefully catch the sunrise, because it should be beautiful tonight, because there is no clouds in the sky at all. So let's get going. Just coming up to Dorchester now. Nice cycle path alongside of the main road. Working our way to Dorchester. Probably grab a little bit of food, certainly top up with loads of liquids, because after that not many left. So really glad I filmed coming up this climb. Yeah, good fuel up, stock up of liquids, Dorchester, and then work our way across all the ridges until we get the beautiful sea views. The sun is dropping, but it looks glorious out here. Beautiful countryside, look. Beautiful. Right, let's get on to Dorchester. This cheeky little freebie in Dorchester. Working in partnership with Dorset Council. Top up with tap water here. Thank you very much. Lovely.
They're 4 for the price of 3.
Not sure we're going to make the sunset, but we give it a good go. I think the sky will still be lush. We'll see the sunset on the way there, but loads of wispy clouds. Yeah, bit of a rush to get there now. See if we can make it before it's pitch black, but I don't think so. But nice back lanes now, as you can see. No one around. So we finally got here. Definitely missed the sunset. Got here just before 10 o'clock, so it was really pretty dark. But as you can see, we're set up now. Steve in the background there, can you just see him? What's he got? Cheeky wine. Yeah, got a little fire going on the Bushbox, which I bought. There's a little fireplace here, so we're just using that. Yeah, just got a little bit of wood out the local woods. Yeah, not much, because we're just going to do a little fire in the bush box and then probably go to bed soon anyway after a couple of drinks. And hunker down inside here. Slightly bigger than I thought, not the flattest of floors. And no views for you guys to see tonight, but tomorrow morning there should be beautiful views in the morning. And if I can get a good little bit of a time lapse out there, that should be mint, because it is such a clear sky with loads of good stars out there. So yeah, time to kick back and have a little drink now. So if I don't see you before, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. What a lovely morning it is. There's the little hut we stayed in last night. Sun's up, and look at the views. Whoa, actually, that's blinding. Let me get out of the sun. There we go. Look at the views behind. So the Knoll lookout near Punk Knoll, looking over West Bay. Over there, so just off in the distance up here. That's West Bay down there. Yeah, some beautiful views this morning. Glad to be the sun up, because I didn't even have a sleeping bag last night, just slept in the bivvy and on my mat. It was toasty inside the bivvy. It's quite nice. Yeah, glorious views around. This is a really, really high point out this way. But didn't feel much last night because it was dark. We just sat for a couple of hours, had the fire going. There was a little bit of wood which we had, old plank, rotten old fence post had fallen, was just in the woods, in the scrub. So just split that down and had a little fire until the wood was nearly out, and then went to bed. But yeah, shame we missed the sunset last night, because if you look over there, or over this way, that's where the sun set last night. So it would have been setting nicely just over the end of the peninsula of the land, but still got to see it on the bike ride into here. But as you can see, that's the Knoll lookout. So it is a old lookout from the World War, which all of this woods and this wasn't here before, so you could see it had the whole view of all the sea, but not used for many, many years. It's derelict, there's no doors or windows, and the fireplace still open and still works. So I put the little Bushcraft Bushbox in there, which was drawing quite nicely, so all the smoke was just going straight out the chimney. Did check for a nest or anything that was up there, but there wasn't any nests, just to be safe. But yeah, it's a glorious morning, so I think I'm going to stick a coffee on while the sun comes up, warm up a little bit. Steve is still in bed, which I'll show you in a second. And then, yeah, and it's off to go and find somewhere to have a bit of breakfast, I think, on the ride back. But yeah, I think we did just under 50 miles in here last night. So it was a nice ride, and then it just got very lumpy up to here, and obviously, as you can see, we came up from sea level, and I think we're up at about 550 feet, and that was in about a mile, so it was a steep one. Bit of a sweaty mess when we got here, but lovely when we got out the clothes and changed. So yeah, let's go make a coffee. as always, the KilosGear chair comes in a beauty. Little bit of news about that though, but yeah, KilosGear have actually made me an ambassador for that, so I can give discounts to anyone that wants to buy any of these chairs, any of the camping gears. I've only really got the chairs, as you've seen in previous videos, but if you want to get discount, I'll put the discount code and the link down below, which you get 10% off anything on their website at all. It's worldwide shipping, so if you're in America, Australia, anywhere you want, free worldwide shipping for that. So if you are looking for any of these chairs, just comment down below, let me know that you've ordered. That'd be great to hear, because it's always good to pass on a bit of discount, and 10% is pretty good, and I think you get a free gift when you order as well, which is pretty damn good as well. So then it actually makes it even more competitive on the price. But this one's the smallest chair that they do, but great for bike packing, hiking, just camping in general anyway, for that. But I think for the ones with the high back, or the arms and everything like that, you can hike with them if you've got a big bag and you can fit them in. That's no problem. I've done it a couple of times, but on the bike you want to keep your kit minimal really for weight. So this is the perfect chair for me. It fit in my rack, on my tail fin rack on the back of my bike perfectly yesterday. It's not quite as long as it, so it fits in great, whereas a bigger chair wouldn't on my setup. Yeah, like I said, there'll be a discount code and a direct link. Even if you don't use the discount code, there's a direct link to it which automatically gives you 10% off in the cart once you've added everything in there. So yeah, let me know if you've ordered anything, and let me know what you've ordered as well. Cheers. Lovely coffee with a beautiful view in the morning. Sun's up, making it feel good, but enjoy those views. So here's where we stayed last night, and we'll look at it and obviously look at the bike setup. So we've got the Planet X Tempest titanium, seen in previous videos, a beauty of a bike, with my tail fin rack on the back, carbon fibre stanchions there, solid as a rock, and on these I can actually fit pannier bags to there, which I will be getting as well, probably ready for my trip in September. Got my foil and foam mat which just protects underneath my air pad, my restrap large frame bag, but I think I'm going to be changing that probably to a full frame bag which literally takes up the whole triangle, which I can then have a water bladder in and everything, because the water bottles are a bit tight when you use those. So yeah, it's not ideal. It's good for little trips like this, but for big trips you need it a bit more compact. But yeah, Planet X Tempest, what a beauty. Yeah, this is how we got into the hut. Walking around here, all the windows is obviously really open and exposed, there's no windows or doors. Beautiful views out there. That's where the sunrise, right off in the distance up here, don't know if you can see it, that's Hardy's Tower. So it's a monument right at the top. You can actually walk up if they've got it open. A couple of quid I think you go into. It's a pretty hefty steep staircase inside, but as you can see here, here's the entrance straight through, looks out. So we slept on the floor side by side, very cozy last night. Beautiful views out to sea there. There would have been a second floor in here at some point, but that would have been taken down, because there's, as you can see here, there's a post hole just there. And the Bushbox in the fireplace. It's an open fireplace. Did check up there to see if there's any bird's nest, but there's nothing. So they've obviously have been before, because there's sticks up there, but there's nothing in there. But yeah, the little Bushbox, as you would have seen already, little flickering flames, just nice to watch. And yeah, the floor's pretty flat. Obviously a bit of build up, you could probably flatten it a bit better, but where we laid was flat. And it's just nice. Yeah, that's the entrance, as I said. And as you look out here, this is the lookout straight out to sea. There's Stephen. It's just over there. You've got down here's West Bay. Such good views everywhere, but we're really high up here, one of the highest points in the area, which is probably why the lookout's here. But yeah, lovely stay. Right, let's get on the bike, get going, and go and get a little late breakfast. Whoa! Bumpy delights! How bumpy will this be? This was rough last night. Oh, that's not so bad. Oh, it is in places. Woohoo! And we're down. Oh! Watch out for a few little shitty potholes. Carry it up over this. Back on the road. Back on the road. So now we've got to fly back down this savage climb that we climbed that last night to get here. Bit lumpy around here, back to Dorchester. I think we'll probably grab some food in Dorchester. Plenty around there. Get a little brekkie somewhere. And then Dorchester back home is pretty flat. Nice little rolling hills. So, enjoy that, Steve. Hardy's Monument.
Might be able to go up.
You can actually, like I said earlier on, you can actually go up the staircase. It's a super steep spiral inside it, but it's not open very often. But yeah, we're on a very, very high point. Now, over in the distance there, maybe just about to see Portland or down into Weymouth, which I'll show you in a second. Yeah, it's the National Trust Hardy's Monument. Let's go and have a little look. Gravel! Gravel pothole. Oi. Yeah, the views from up here are amazing. Been up here a couple of times, more on a road bike ride, but the viewpoint from up here is stunning. As you can see. There's Portland just in the distance there, and the town just down. There's Weymouth in front of it. Yeah. Hardy's Monument. Probably 100 feet tall. Yeah, really tight spiral staircase inside. Super steep. You can, when people are coming up and down, it's a real struggle to get past them. Yeah, the viewpoint up here is just amazing. Chesil Beach all down in the distance, just over there. Yeah, and we're obviously heading way back there, further than you can see. Got another probably 38 miles to go, roughly 38, 39 miles to go. Yeah, still got to go and get to Dorchester, have some breakfast, and then it's plain sailing, flat riding from there. home, finally. God, look at that hair, beautiful, nice helmet head. God, that was tough. It's been really, really warm today on the way home. Haven't done much filming on the way home. We stopped off in Dorchester, got a Subway, so I had a little meal deal there. That was the only real food of the day we had. So I had a lovely foot-long chicken teriyaki with all the salad, loads of olives, peppers, sweet corn, cucumber, tomato, very refreshing. So yeah, delicious. But yeah, that was a good trip. Really, really tough because the hills over there are savage. They're like good 20%ers and they go on for quite a while up and down the ridges. But yeah, the bike did me proud. The old Planet X Tempest. It's a beauty. But as you can see, as I showed earlier this morning, that's my full setup really. The only thing which extra I think I'm going to change for my long tour, which if I can get my hands on it back in for September, is a full frame bag really, to just go in the triangle there, which can have a 3 litre bladder or a 2 litre bladder inside it, which can store everything. I'll put just my bar bag here, just something small, or perhaps if I need a little bit more I might get a dry sack and just suspend it underneath it. But this will always be my go-to, is my tail fin. So that's always going to be on every single trip I ever do. And as you can see from the last video which I did show you through, that's the extender. So as you can see, it's double the length, so it brings it out, so it only just starts at the back of the saddle, whereas before it's right underneath it, so it gives it good capacity, so I can load that up much higher. But I'm possibly, because it's got the old pannier racks just there, I might get some either mini panniers or the full panniers, I don't know yet, and just put some lightweight stuff in it. That's all over time. But yeah, I changed this time from having my XT SPD pedals to my old Enduro pedals, the DMR Volts, the Andre Lecondegui pedals. Beautiful looking pedals, but changed them to flat this time. Changed them to flat this time solely because then I just had the trainers on, my old downhill shoes, so it's just, that was what I wore in the evenings and in the morning, walking around the shops, stuff like that. But yeah, that was a good overnighter, good over, tough, but took a lot of weight, more than I ever would, because I took like my Bushbox, my Bushcraft knife for splitting wood, the saw, took loads of like fire equipment, stuff which I wouldn't ever really take on a bike packing trip, because I just take my stove and a little gas canister. But because it was just a one night overnighter, it didn't really matter. It was a little bit extra weight. It was obviously tough, but not too bad. But yeah, nice 23 degrees coming on the way home, but lovely ride. So I think in total did just under 100 miles, round trips of 50 yesterday and 47 today, but great riding. And that's on the Planet X Tempest standard with Fulcrum 800 racings, the Panaracer Comet hardpack tyres, which are a bit more suited for off-road, so there's a bit of a buzz on the tarmac, but they're fine on that. Whereas if I was gone on a really long journey, like doing 1,000 miles plus, I would be changing those out to some kind of a semi-slick, so much better rolling. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. As I mentioned earlier in the video, if any of you are interested in those KilosGear chairs at all, I'll put a link down in the comments, which is an automatic discount, and I'll put the discount code in there, which will give you 10% off any order. Like I said, worldwide shipping. If there's any questions about anything at all, let me know, because I've looked at a lot of their products and I can get good feedback and speak to them directly. But also I wouldn't mind actually hearing from people of what have they done to their Planet X Tempests, because I think I'm going to change to the 650B wheels, because I've got a really good set of 650Bs. I know 700's a bit better rolling, but who really cares about that? It's not that different. But the 600 650Bs I've got really good, with good bearings in. I'll probably just have to buy some new tyres, because they're 2.2 inch tyres, so I'll probably change to like a 55mm or 54mm or something like that, semi-slick. And they'd be good for my trip in September, which I'll be going over to France on a little 5-day backpacking or bikepacking trip. So let's pray for the good weather on that. But yeah, let me know about your modifications you made, because it could give me a good insight of what I might want to do to mine, like especially like seat post, handlebars, stem. I've looked into the Redshift stem, which is a little bit of flex in it with the polymers, But anyone that's got those, let me know, because I want to hear some good feedback about those, because they are about 150 quid, but if they're worth it, I'm definitely looking to do it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.